She personally asked me to be there until she told me. I actually do not like auto-tune.
Now somebody brings you the beats and you start writing off of that, or somebody gives you the music and you go off the music.
I was just in a very toxic place.
When did music come into your life?
I've always been in music. I've always wanted to sing. I've always wanted to be like this big celebrity that nobody could escape from. Find other artists. I really like gravitated towards like Drake and Kehlani. Like they was like big for me. Thing on like Instagram and stuff. That's how people found out I could sing. Cause I would like do like little videos on Instagram and Facebook and stuff.
What is your feel towards the music industry? Is it a love-hate thing? Do you like?
I need a project to drop. I already have songs made. Let's put these songs together and then let's make a project out of it. I do recommend therapy for people though, because mental health doesn't just go away with time. It's always there, even if you feel like you're super happy about all the that happens, so that I could prepare myself, because I knew.
Dímelo con el que lo que. You already know what's happening, man. Podcast Central, Coastal Chronicles NYC. I'm your boy, Tank Sinatra, a.k.a. Taino Domingo, a.k.a. you already know, call me anything but late for dinner, because I love to eat, man. I like your boy. Yeah, what you ain't know? Oh, you ain't know what you ain't know what you stepped in here for, baby girl. Yo, talk to me, Activation King.
You know what we doing? We in the Dulce Lounge, man. We getting activated. You know what I'm saying?
Aren't we, though?
It's a beautiful day. You know what I'm saying? We always blessed with greatness in here.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my Paper Flames family, my Dulce family, Rock Nation's in the building, heavy.
Super heavy.
You know what
Before we go further though, bro, just want to salute you, brother. You about to have 9 years free, man.
Yeah. Thank you,
That's
man.
a big statement out here.
From jail?
Yeah, that's a fact.
Oh, shout out to you. Free my brother. He got two years left.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Praise, blessings to him. You hear
Free
me?
my brother.
Oh, my brother. I love you, man. I'm proud of you,
Love
man.
you too, brother. Let's get
With
it.
that
Let's
being
go
said, let me start this shit off, man.
Okay.
Take a shot.
From hitting stages to locking in major collaborations, she's making waves and proving she's here to stay. This summer, she made history as the only R&B singer on a Hot 97 Summer Jam lineup, bringing her signature sound to one of hip-hop's biggest stages. Her path didn't stop there. Her breakout single, Touchin', was selected by iHeartRadio for its nationally syndicated On The Verge program, cementing her as an artist to watch. Fueled by Upset, Heartbreak, and Inner Fire, she details all the above with a plethora of emotions through song. On the topic of toxic love, she pulls from the golden days of the 90s neo-soul and head-turning contemporary storytelling. Legendary R&B icon Mary J. Blige personally tapped her to perform Touchin' at this year's Strength of a Woman Festival in Brooklyn, a moment that speaks volumes about her talent and rising influence. Adding to her list of wins, she's graced the covers of music exclusives, further solidifying her status in the industry. When it comes to touring, she has put in the work, completing a 30-city tour, nationally run alongside Sexy Red for the Hood's Hottest Princess Tour, and a 13-city tour with Flyana Boss. But the cosigns don't stop there. Hip-hop legend Busta Rhymes not only backed her, but jumped on an official remix to Touchin', which sampled his classic, Put Your Hands Where Your Eyes Can See. She also collaborated with heavy hitters like 5EO Foreign, Capella Gray, and Fort Fargo, with more on the way. Her impact isn't just limited to our music. She recently teamed up with The Sims, bringing her song into the gaming world and expanding her reach to an even wider audience. To top it all off, she made her national TV debut at Soul Train Awards, bringing her undeniable presence to the big stage. And in major milestones, she recently secured her first major brand partnership with Monster Energy, proving that her influence is only growing. She is a rising star, a face that we won't stop seeing anytime soon. Let's give it up for Honey Bxby. What's happening, Lil Toxic?
Clap for me.
Hey, let's get it.
Let's give it up for Miss Jersey, the toxic one.
Big Jersey.
Yo, what's
Why you call her
happening?
toxic though?
Bro,
you know
listen.
something I don't know?
Let me tell you something.
You know something
First of
I don't
all,
know?
Listen, first and foremost, right? Let's get to this, right? This is why I call her Miss Toxic. Right? So this is how it goes down. First of all, you gotta listen to her album. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So once you listen to the album, let's just 3 criterias, right? First of all, she's a Scorpio.
Okay.
Right? Second of all, she's under 5 feet.
Oh, so that.
I'm
And third of all-
actually 5 foot.
All
okay,
right.
So she's not under.
Anyways.
Correction. Okay.
Anyways, she's light skinned.
Okay.
That's it.
That's it.
That's the criteria right there. It's over, bro. Look at her face.
That's racist.
Bro, listen. Just listen to Violent.
Okay.
That shit was so crazy. I'm listening to this joint. I'm like, yo. And I ain't even gonna lie, the cadence that she was singing in the joint, you just gotta laugh. Like, yo,
nobody ever brings up that song.
She just shot this dude, right? She's like, yeah, I'm drenched in his blood, all types of shit.
No. The song
all right, go ahead.
is about me wanting to kill him because I love him so much. It starts off with the way that you be acting make me wanna pull the trigger.
Yeah.
Don't think twice. And blink, bye. See, I didn't do it. I wanted to.
Yeah. My bad.
But I didn't.
My bad. But listen,
I was going through a lot at that time, man.
Just the fact that that's in your mind. I don't know if you're in a relationship right now, but if I was a dude looking, I'd be like, I don't care how cute she is, bruh. I'm alright. I'm gonna leave her little freckled ass alone, bro.
I was going through a lot at that time.
Nah,
I'm not
because
like
if you
that
gotta
no
get
more.
that toxic, I don't want it.
I'm not like
First
that
of all,
no
listen,
more.
I'm gonna keep it real with you. Me and you, we already too toxic. You a Scorpio, I'm a Virgo. We definitely don't even need to be in the same building. With that being said, we're gonna keep moving.
My brother's a Virgo.
Dopest nigga you know.
Wait, is he or is he a Libra? No, he's a Libra. I lied.
Never mind.
I lied.
He's
not a Virgo.
My bad, little bro. You ain't a Virgo. So. Yo, but listen, I want to ask you a quick question before we get through, right? So, with the Mary J. Blige, you know what I'm saying, wanting you to perform at Strength of a Woman, how was that call and how did you feel at the moment, like, with an icon like Mary? Because I'm pretty sure, you know, right now your two smashes is songs that got samples, and of course, you know, she's the queen of hip hop soul and all that. So how did that feel?
I didn't know that she personally asked me to be there until she told me. You know, it was just kind of like, oh, you know, you're gonna perform at the Barclays or whatever, and I was just like really nervous. It was a lot going on behind the scenes, but you know, when I met her, I was already like 3 shots in, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go meet Mary J. Blige. Like, I'm gonna call my mama, and then I walk up to her, and she's like, yeah, you know, like I was the reason why you here because I requested you, and I was like, girl, you lying, but she wasn't lying. She was telling the truth.
Mary so hood too.
Yes,
all
it was
these years later, she ain't got no type of no.
And you know what she was drinking? Just like me. She's just like. Wait, no, she's not. I don't drink that.
Listen, straight from YO. ain't never leave her. You hear me?
Oh, but I need more media training.
I'm gonna tell you some crazy shit, right? Yo, so I'm listening. Don't worry about it. Whatever you want.
Let's bleep
so
that.
So check it, right? The illest shit ever. And this is how I know. Like, I don't even know if you remember, but we met in Angie's cookout. And after you got on stage, I was like, oh, so you could really sing. You a real singer. I thought you got all these chicks auto-tuned out and all that crazy shit. So I was like, oh, shit, you know how to sing. So be that as it may, right? Nah, I'm just keeping it honest. You know what I'm saying?
I actually do not like auto-tune.
Nah, but what I'm saying is I'm giving you props.
Thank
you. Know what I'm saying? Not only that, when Left Eye came out, you got me in my bag. And I'm going to tell you why you got me in my bag. Me and him went to a karaoke night, and it was me against about 5 women, right? Everybody singing songs about nigga this, fuck this dude, all types of shit. And I'm sitting back and I'm like, yo, why dudes don't got no songs coming back at women? Like, this shit crazy. Yo, when I heard Left Eye, I hollered at my brother. Yo, I need you to write me a song right now. I need you to go back at her. I don't care what you do. He's like, yo, bro, what you talking about? I said, nah, I don't like this. I don't like this, man. She coming at us. It's 2 sides to every story, man. Make another story, man. But that shit hard, man.
Thank you.
How is it that you come up with your music? Is it somebody brings you the beats and you start writing off of that, or somebody gives you the music and you go off the music, or?
Nah, it depends. Like,
first of all, you write, right?
I do write, yes.
Okay.
Like Violent, I did that. Like, that was something I did mad long ago that just came out, and I was just in a very toxic place. But just knowing that I'm like a little bit chaotic and a lot of nut stuff come out my mouth when I'm working with other people, it's easy to know what I would say. Like, there's not really a line of chaos that I'm not gonna go past. I'm gonna take it there. So when we did Left Eye, it wasn't my idea, it was Fresh's idea. And the beat was built and I wasn't really fucking with it because I didn't want to do the sample. because I didn't want to
You wanna
sample
get away.
anything. But it just was so hard, like just the way that like everything was done, and you know the ideas that everybody had. I was like, you know, I'm not about to miss out on saying that I had a part of this. So let me just squeeze up on this couch and give me the mic real quick.
Nah, that joint tough.
Yeah, that was definitely like a collaborative thing. I wish I could take all the credit, but I can't.
I ain't gonna lie. You got me in my proverbial bag. I was sitting in the crib like, yo, this shit gotta stop. But whatever though. So you from Jersey. Mm-hmm. So how did you grow up in Jersey? Let the people know. Family, mother, father, sister, brother. What was your
Grew
life
up
like?
with some brothers, my nanny. I was raised by a lot of women. I was a very sneaky kid. I wasn't allowed outside. I just had nothing but my electronics. Like, just a girl in Asbury.
Okay, so when did music come into your life?
I've always been in music. I've always wanted to sing. I've always wanted to like be like this big celebrity that nobody could escape from. Like, yeah, I wanted to be one of those. Like, I want paparazzi chasing me down the street because I'm just the biggest singer in the world. That's what I wanted. So it was always a thing. It was never like a realization like, oh, I want to do music. Nah.
So it wasn't anybody in particular that gave you that spark to want to start singing, or it was just something that you just found on your own that you could just sing and you just were like, this is what it is.
My dad was a musician, and that's probably where I got, you know, like my musical abilities and stuff from. But I just like always been like this. Like everybody says it, like it's in me, like it's in my blood. I popped out that thing, like yeah.
So who were your influences? Like who did you look up to? Like when you was listening to the radio, your family had cookouts and everybody was vibing. Who was that artist that you was like, you know what, that's it. Like she's dope.
Everybody. I like anybody. Like I grew up off of like 90s, early 2000s.
You had to have a favorite though. You had a
R&B, hip hop. I was like when I was a kid. I loved music, but I was a Disney kid.
Gotcha.
Like, so my world revolved around Hannah Montana and High School Musical and whatever else was on VH1 and Music Choice. Like, my influences are just every icon.
Okay.
But the blonde wigs and shit like that, that's really from Hannah Montana.
Gotcha.
Like, that's why I love blonde hair so much. I manifested a Hannah Montana lifestyle. But as I got older and you know, I just started to find my own way and like figure out what I liked and just started to like, you know, find other artists. I really like gravitated towards like Drake and Kehlani. Like they was like big for me. Yeah.
Okay. And what was the moment when you crossed over and you really took it serious? Like, yo, I want to be an artist. Like, I really want to do this for real.
Well, I told myself once I graduate high school, I'm gonna take it serious. I'm gonna like actually start like recording and dropping music. I didn't want to publicly embarrass myself, so I didn't do anything in high school.
So you never did talent shows and none of that?
Hell no. I used to like sing on like Instagram and stuff. That's how people found out I could sing, cause I would like do like little videos on Instagram and Facebook and stuff. And then I graduated high school, and then I went to Cosmo School, and then I got my heart broken Cosmo School. So I found this beat on YouTube, and I wrote this song, and the guy was a rapper. So when I was dealing with him, he would take me to the studio with him. So I went back to one of his old engineers, and I stole his engineer, and I made a song about him, and I dropped it, and yeah. And it was fire.
So how long was that transition to, because you got a lot of motion now.
Mm-hmm.
Like right now, like your name is ringing bells. You on the road, you tours, radio, pods. How long was the transition from when you was playing around with it to like, oh, like now you got a whole management team, you got a whole army behind you? How long was that time? Do you remember?
Like 3 years, 4 years.
That was nothing.
2019 to 2022, and then, but 2021 to 2022, I didn't drop any music. I just like was like, I gotta figure this shit out. And then K-Mac found me, and then, you know, from there, everything just started moving. And like, I'm just now at a place where I'm like really figuring myself out as an artist. And like, now everything's like really like snowballing and like going the way I wanted to. Like, I could say like, I'm honestly like happy.
Is it, I mean, you're fairly new in the music.
I'm really new, yeah.
You're still like a baby, you know what I'm saying? So far, you're like, what is your feel towards the music industry? Is it a love-hate thing? Do you like how it's going? is it like, does it leave a sour taste in your mouth sometimes, or like you just, or right now like you really enjoying what you're doing right now?
I enjoy what I'm doing. I would not choose to do anything else. The way that people go to college and they research like their major and what they're going to get into, I did research before I got into this industry. Like, I knew it wasn't about to be all peaches and rainbows. I would sit and watch people's interviews and like people that were realistic about all the fuck shit that happens so that I could prepare myself, because I knew that I was destined for greatness and I knew I was going to be in a position to be who I wanted to be in life. So I already knew that it was going to be a lot of hiccups and everything wasn't going to be positive, but like, it don't leave a bad taste in my mouth. I'm definitely protected. Like, my team don't play when it come to me, so I don't have to deal with a lot of bullshit that people have to deal with. I just have to deal with the regular bullshit that just come with being an artist. Like, yeah.
So you mentioned your team. How did you get to that point where you had a dope team? Did you handpick them? Did they come to you? Like, how did that process work for you to become an artist? Because there's a lot of people that watch the show that like they want to do what you're doing. There's artists that have been doing this 10, 15 years that are getting motion now. You know what I'm saying? So like your motion happened very, very fast. Like,
because I'm destined for greatness. Well, K-Mac found me, and then it was just us for like 2 years. And then Mac knew Milla, and then I met Milla when I when Mac had first found me. Like, she would come to the studio and stuff. She would pull up on us. She would pull up to like anything that we were like kind of doing. Like, she was always around, so I already knew her already. And then she like officially came on as like one of my managers as well. Like this time last year, So it was just me and him for a while. So we had like a real tight dynamic, but it was just so much that it was like only him doing everything. And like, it's a lot to be a manager. Like, everybody thinks it's a lot to be an artist. It's a lot to be a manager. Like, that shit is a lot of work. I could never do that. Thank
you're
God
like another
they
child
put me in this
that
position.
they didn't have. Like,
Yo, literally, it's like dealing with a kid. Like, I'm not gonna lie, and I'm not easy to deal with. Like, I'm a lot to deal with. Like, not in a bad way, but everybody has their days. I'm a girl, and like, let's be real, I be having attitudes. I be irritated. Like, my moods be swinging, but I'm a good time. Like, I'm really a good time. But the decision to bring Milla on was like one of the best decisions, because she matches our family dynamic. Like, she understands our dynamic, and when she came in, she just like flowed right into it. So, and
you always need a strong female on the team anyway.
Yeah, I was just around nothing but niggas.
Yeah.
Like, I'm tired of being around testosterone and balls and sausages all day. Like, fuck. So yeah, it just balances out. And like, yeah, I don't feel like I never like really felt by myself, but I like, people just didn't understand a lot of like things, or why I'm acting the way I act, or why I got an attitude, or why I'm moody, or why I'm this, or just like regular shit. Like, I can't talk to these old ass niggas about fine niggas walking down the street. Like, they don't want to hear that shit. And then they like, it's like having a dad. Like, K-Mac is like having a dad. Like, he don't play certain shit. That's so it's like, though. I could have her.
That's good.
You know, like, you talk to dad for me.
Yeah.
Like,
he's bugging out right now.
Yeah,
he's not letting me have fun. He's not letting me enjoy myself.
And people that don't know us don't get it. Like, people be like, why he acting like that? Why is she acting like that? Because y'all don't get the dynamic. Like, y'all just don't get it. And it's not for y'all to understand. Because if y'all had my dynamic, y'all would be happy. Because I'm happy.
That's a fact.
I'm fine.
You definitely are.
I'd rather him be like that than just let me run nilly-willy. Because I will. If they let me do whatever the fuck I wanted, I would be outside.
Yeah, but a lot of these dudes out here got masks.
Gotta go.
Be wearing masks, so you don't even need to be around them. You know what I'm saying?
No.
So he's keeping you away from all that bullshit.
Yeah, and I work,
you know
so
and
I don't got time for it.
Especially now in the like my brother just said, like your trajectory is like it takes people years to get where you at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They had to be grinding underground and doing talent shows and shit like that. Like, you didn't have to really do that shit. You know what I'm saying? You just got your heart broken, got crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With the music, but
I never had to do like the crazy stuff in the music industry. Like, when I first started, like, and I was like by myself, I had no team and I was figuring it out. Like, I was doing like little stuff here and there, but like, I wasn't, like, I didn't know anything. I didn't know anything to try certain stuff. So also me having all like motion and just like going, it's because I got a good team. Like, my team's outworking everybody's team. So, sucks to be y'all, but na boo boo,
Nah, but it's true, though. You're only as strong as the people that's behind you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I can't do all the shit that they do.
So, let's talk about 3 words, 8 letters. How did that come about, that whole project?
It was all, it was just one of those things where I got signed. I need a project to drop. I already have songs made. Let's put these songs together and then let's make a project out of it. Like, for that project for me is like, it's, how do I word this without sounding like a bitch?
Nah, keep it real.
Keep it
take a swig and, and let that thing out.
Keep it
You in the
on.
Duce Lounge. We keep it a buck in this motherfucker, you heard? I done called you toxic as soon as you walked through the door. Word. I told you
Take
was heading
another
for. Shit, you heard me.
We're being honest here.
Nigga, you just said I'm the only motherfucker that told you about violent. That tells you everything right there. Let's get it.
When I did 3 words, 8 letters, that was like my first major label deal. Like, I'm like officially in the industry. Like at that point, it was like, all right, now I'm at a place where I wanted to be at so desperately and so bad. But I didn't have the time to figure out myself as an artist and like figure out how I would want my first project to sound. What do I want to go on it? Like, it just kind of, everything just kind of happened so fast. So I'm proud of it in a sense of like, all right, that was my establishment. Like, all right, you made it to a certain point in your life, but that's not a project that I would want to keep going back to, because it's like, that's not, when I look back at it, I don't look back at it like, I'm so glad I did that. Like, I'm so proud of all these things, because I'm not. That's just real. It's just, it was a lot of bullshit behind that project, and even just like the deluxe. Like, it wasn't a time in my life where I was super happy after a while. And now I had a project coming out called Raw Honey, and I'm really fucking excited because now this is a place where I'm happy, and all the songs on the project are more relatable to me and who I am as a person. I got the time to take to figure out who I am as an artist, figuring out my sound. Like, when I did that first project, I wasn't making music for so long. I was just writing and writing and writing, and I was in such a sad place. It was like, no. And then, like, when Violent dropped, I would have rather that be on the first half than the second half, because the first half, I was still in that space. When Violent came out, I wasn't even in that space no more. Like, I wasn't in that space no more at all. Like,
so that wasn't therapy for you?
When I recorded it, it was. I would have rather it come out a little bit sooner, because I've had so much better music by that time. When certain shit was dropping, it's like, why am I dropping this? It's not even me. It's not me no more. I don't want to drop that. I don't want to do that.
So that wasn't, pretty much, it wasn't your decision. It was the label's decision to release it.
Well, it was my decision to release it, because I wanted something on that project that I wanted to do. Like, if we're going to do this, I want that on there.
Okay.
But would I choose to do it as a whole? No. Not the deluxe version. The first half of it was like, all right, I'm here. This is it. All right, now I want to go bigger. I feel like it's taking me now to go bigger. Like, once Left Eye dropped, it's like, yeah, now I'm here.